Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Quick flashes. An energetic montage of Kelly and Mark laughing on live TV, the kind of laugh that makes viewers feel like they're in on the joke. A black and white photo of them as young soap opera stars, still a little awkward, still figuring each other out. A slow-motion shot of them walking hand in hand down a red carpet, that signature mix of glam and groundedness only they can pull off. Then, a blurry, tense moment backstage. A whisper. A worried glance. For more than 25 years, we've welcomed these two into our living rooms like trusted friends. Morning coffee never quite feels the same without Kelly's electric spark or Mark's calming presence. Together, they've always been more than a celebrity couple. They've been proof that love can weather fame, pressure, children, time, and the ever-rumbling circus of public opinion. We saw the fairy tale. We rooted for it. We believed in it. The whirlwind chemistry on All My Children, the impulsive Vegas elopement, the 3 kids, the careers built almost shoulder to shoulder. The secret to their longevity? Playfulness, partnership, and a deep, steady faith in each other felt almost mythic. But recently, something changed. A shift, a shadow, a new kind of silence tucked between the jokes. Kelly's legendary, effervescent energy sometimes feels more measured, like she's holding herself together with sheer force of will. Mark seems hyper-attuned to her every movement, more protective, more observant. His hand on her back doesn't just look affectionate, it looks supportive, steadying, intentional. And, of course, the internet did what the internet does. Trouble in paradise? Is the magic gone? What happened to America's favorite couple? But what if everything people are whispering is completely wrong? What if the tension is real, but it isn't about distance? What if it's about something deeper, heavier, and ultimately more powerful? Because this is not a story about a marriage falling apart. This is a story about a marriage being reforged under pressure. The kind of pressure that exposes what's fragile and strengthens what's real. To understand the storm they're facing now, we have to rewind the tape, back to the beginning, back to the moment their unshakable foundation was poured. Vegas, 1996, the gamble that built everything. Picture it, the 90s, shoulder pads, pagers, lip liner. Kelly, a rising daytime icon, stuck in a storyline she hated. Mark, the new heartthrob whose charm hit like lightning. Their chemistry wasn't cute, it wasn't sweet, it was nuclear. A secret year of passion, a borrowed shirt for Kelly, jeans for Mark, and a Vegas chapel that smelled like cigarette smoke and courage. No prenup, no plan. Just 2 wildly young people making the most reckless and ultimately most magnificent decision of their lives. They chose each other, fully, fearlessly, illogically. That choice became their compass, their North Star, their superpower. But what happens when the thing you've always leaned on, your partner, your person, is suddenly facing something you can't fix for them? The crack no one saw coming. Split screen. On the left, a glowing gala photo of Kelly and Mark. On the right, the image fractures, softly, like a mirror touched by a tremor. Last year, everything changed. A phone call, a doctor's visit, a heaviness in their home that wasn't loud, but was unmistakable. We're not naming medical details. That's their story to tell in their own time, on their own terms. But what we can talk about is the emotional gravity that hit them like a tidal wave. For the first time in nearly 3 decades, one of them faced a battle the other could not fight for them. And when your entire love story has been built on showing up, not perfectly, but passionately, what do you do with that kind of helplessness? Mark, the protector, suddenly couldn't shield her. Kelly, the spark, felt something dimming inside her she couldn't joke her way out of. The tension wasn't anger. It wasn't distance. It was fear, raw and human. A fear that binds two people even closer, even if the rest of the world mistakes that closeness for cracks. The partnership protocol, their private blueprint for survival. Here's what no headline captured. Instead of spiraling apart, they made a pact, a partnership protocol, as they called it. Not dramatic, not Hollywood, just deliberate, sacred, human. 1. Radical acceptance every morning. Each day began with a simple truth spoken aloud. We can't control this, but we can control how we move through it, together. 2. 5-minute joy bursts. Every single day, they forced in one 5-minute window where fear and illness were off the table. Coffee time, a commercial break, a kitchen dance, a memory from Vegas. 5 minutes where they were not patient and caregiver, just Kelly and Mark. The us protected from the it. And the biggest rule? Their public life, live, red carpets, interviews, would remain a sanctuary of normalcy. Not fakery, not denial, but the one place where their love story could breathe without worry crowding the corners. What the world saw as tension was actually their determination to stay connected, even while carrying something unbearably heavy. Showing up wasn't pretending. Showing up was surviving. And then came the moment, a public event, a high-profile appearance, a spotlight brighter than anything they'd faced that year. Emotions spilled, walls cracked. The world saw something real, raw, and breathtaking. But that moment, that's where this next chapter begins. A chapter not built on fairy tale gloss, but on grit, growth, and the kind of love that deepens, not weakens, under pressure. Because this is not a story about a couple breaking down. This is a story about a couple leveling up, a level 2 love, stronger, quieter, braver, and infinitely more meaningful than the initial spark. And the part that comes next? That's the chapter that will leave the world speechless.